Welcome to Brass Tacks. I'm Zaka Jacob. We're starting off with another massive upset that's happened in the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Yesterday, remember, it was Saudi Arabia that upset Argentina. Today, four-time champions Germany have been stunned and how? Japan beating Germany in a Group F, in a Group E match. In fact, Germany had taken on an early lead, but that was not to be because Japan came back from behind and beat Germany. This is the second major upset in the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Like I said, yesterday too, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina 2-1. They too were 1-0 down and they have come back to beat Argentina today. Japan doing the same to Germany. Let me go across to Shivani, who's joining us with more details on this. Shivani, so this is turning out to be fast the World Cup of upsets.
Yeah, absolutely. And two big teams have already been defeated by what would be considered much lowly ranked and possibly, complete outsiders as far as the competition rankings are concerned. You mentioned about Argentina losing yesterday, today Germany. What Japan have shown is that they are making considerable progress and consistent progress because last World Cup, they had become the first Asian team to actually beat a South American team. They had beaten Colombia in the World Cup opener in the last edition. They came very close to beating Belgium in the last edition and were close to their first ever quarterfinals appearance. So they have in a way continued on from the form that they had displayed in the last edition in Russia and starting with a win against Germany, that too after coming back from behind. I think this is one of their very rare wins, possibly their first win in the World Cup where they've come back from behind to win. So this is a tremendous performance from them and one more good day for Asian sides, Zaka.
And very quickly, where does this leave Germany? I mean, they are, of course, four-time champions, second only to Brazil, I think. Winners last in 2014. Of course, they didn't have a great World Cup last time around. This time, with this kind of an opening game, where does this leave Germany?
It leaves them in a very precarious position because already their group is pretty competitive. You've got Japan, you've got Costa Rica and Spain in this group. Like you very rightly mentioned, they had a less than standard World Cup last time, which was the first in many decades that they hadn't even made it past the group stage. And they had faced defeat from teams like South Korea last time around. So, they were hoping for a turnaround this time, but that doesn't seem to be happening. If you look at the statistics from the match, Zaka, it would be unfair to say that Germany were completely outclassed. They obviously had more shots on target, more shots, more possession. But when it truly mattered, Japan made them pay with two late goals, and that too in the last few minutes of the match, in the last 25 minutes of the match. And the quality of the goals that Japan scored was also brilliant. So certainly some of the bigger teams, this is, in a way, an indication that they have to pull up their socks. And a lot of the other lowly ranked teams, especially a lot of the Asian teams, have kind of filled in the gap a little bit between them and the big teams, and especially the former multiple-time champions.
All right, we'll leave it at that. So this is fast becoming the World Cup of upsets. We'll see how the story progresses as the tournament itself progresses. Let's now move on to the big focus of the day. There are more and more tapes of